Hi guys, Fireman7 here, welcome to the channel. And after the last episode on Saturday, which saw an immense amount of goals, crazy game, lots of action, we're going for a different kind of game today. And if you didn't see that game, then I will leave a link above. Make sure you click on that. And as always, if you haven't seen any of this series yet, you want to catch up from the very beginning, it's not far to catch up, then the link will be in the description below to click on there. You can start from episode 1 and work your way through. Now, going back into today's game, we've got Sheffield United, and they are currently sitting 18th in the league. I'm going to show you the league table before we do anything else. And as you can see, we're in second place, a game in hand on Liverpool, but we are 4 points behind. And that was because of, well, I'll show you that in a minute. But Sheffield United currently sitting in 18th. They've only won 3 games from their 21 games this season. Lost 12. A goal difference of minus 20 compared to our 46. So I'm going to have a look at the schedule now. Show you what's been happening since that last episode. And after we did play Man City, we had Sheffield United in the quarterfinal of the EFL Cup. Nelson and Pepe with goals there. Got us a convincing 2-0 win. We then won 2-0 at home to Norwich. Pepe again getting on the score sheet. And then we played Watford at home. Despite Luis getting sent off in the 27th minute, Pepe got a hat-trick, Ozil got one, and then Will Hughes got a late consolation for them to make it 4-1. But then, this is what has screwed up the table so far. Ruben Neves killed us. We took the lead early in the game through Reece Nelson. Great goal there. But then Ruben Neves got an early penalty. I think it was Socrates that gave it away. He did get booking. And then just before half time, they took the lead. And we just couldn't get back in the game. For all our attacking play, it didn't work. So I'm not sure what happened there. But since that result, we've been on good form. Defensively, we still need to improve. But we won 4-1 at home to Southampton. And most of the goals we conceded have been quite late, apart from this one. Nelson Aubameyang, who has struggled recently. He's only got 9 goals in 27 appearances so far. I don't know if it's his age. Might look to sell. Scunthorpe we then had in the FA Cup third round. We beat them 3-1. Luke Plang with a goal. His first appearance. He's an under-23 striker, by the way. His first appearance, and he scored the goal. Regan Slater scored an absolutely beautiful goal for Scunthorpe. Do you want to see it? You want to see it, don't you? Let's go and see it. Look at this. I'm not really going to talk much about it. Holding was unlucky. But look at this. Matt Macy could not have done anything about that goal. After that, we play West Ham in the semi-final of the EFL Cup. We won 4-1. Saka, Bellerin, Ceballos, and... oh, who's this? It's a new signing. Odsonne Edouard has signed from Celtic. I'll show you details of transfers in a minute. But if you haven't been following me on Twitter, the link is to the side here. Make sure you click on that. Well, don't click on that, but obviously follow me on Twitter. The descriptions are below. Follow me on Twitter because I've been putting posts on there about some transfer activity. Now, if you haven't seen the first episode and you don't know what this is about, this is a head coach challenge where basically I am not making any signings. I'm leaving all of that up to my head of youth and my director of football, Raul Sanllehi. And the only thing that I'm doing is, obviously I'm still looking at players on the transfer market, stuff like that. If there's a player that I want or a position I want, I will either get suggestions from him or I will add them as a transfer target. Edouard was one of those, and we brought him in. He's only rated as a 3-star, but he's got 17th finishing, has done well for Celtic, and looks like a pretty good player. Average of 1 goal every 2 games. Oh, lost him there. Where's it gone? Here we go. Yeah, so an average of 1 every 2 games. He's 22. He's still got time to develop. Can play behind the striker as well. I think he will improve. Obviously, the coach summary says he could still improve, but it's only rated as a 3-star as current and potential. But a good sign in there. I'll go into transfers in a minute. I'll finish going through this because after that game against West Ham, we won 1-0 away to Man United. Lacazette in the 92nd minute. Again, a late winner for us. We keep fighting for them late goals. Didn't really play particularly well. They dominated the game, but we got the victory there. And then Newcastle in the latest game, we won 3-0 at home. Aubameyang with a goal, Xhaka and Lacazette again. We absolutely dominated this game. Edouard managed to get on the pitch as well. Didn't score, but obviously he scored one in, I think it's like 3 appearances now. But I might start him in today's game. But going back to the transfers, and before we get into the transfers, if you like what you're seeing so far, hit that like button for me, guys. Massively helps the channel. Got a lot of likes recently, so thank you for that. If you're new, you want to see more of this content, then hit that subscribe button. We're only 5 away from 600 now, so thank you to all the new subscribers and all you guys that have stuck around as well. I know I keep saying that, but I really do appreciate it. And yeah, let's get back into the transfers. Now, if you didn't see my posts, I put a post out there that an offer had been accepted by the put forward by the director of football for over 100 million. As you can see here, an offer of 121 million for Nathan Ake. I did put him as a transfer target. He's English. He's got good. Well, he's not English. He's Dutch, but he's got British nationality. He's got good pace, good tackling, good heading. So I thought he would be good. He's valued at 28 million, but 121. The boards kind of said we don't have enough money for the signing, so I did delay it. I don't know if it's going to carry on. We're still in January, so we might get him. But I don't know. I do want another defender, but Mustafi has been playing pretty well recently. We could probably get away with it until the summer, to be honest. But if I can get someone in, it would be good. I don't think there's anyone else we brought in. Obviously, Edouard there. But my transfer targets that I've put, I'm gonna share this with you guys. We could have got Nicolas Soulé for, I think that was 100 million as well. But the board basically said that they didn't want to spend that money. I could have interacted with them, but I thought, you know what, I'm not totally sure on Soulé. He has got good tackling, good heading, good jumping reach, good pace. But overall, I was not sure. But now that I'm looking at him again, I kind of want him again. But then his work rate, he's only got 8 for work rate. Off the ball, 6. I don't know. I'm really not sure. First touch, 10. Passing, 12. Technique, I don't know. I'm going to continue to have a look around. Tolisso is on there as well. Aya. I want to go back for him because he can play in numerous positions and obviously he can develop. Not as pacey as I would have liked. I do want a centre back that's got pace. This is a midfielder that I've been looking at, Cristante. If anyone has signed him, let me know how he's got on. But he can play in that deep line playmaker position. Let's see what he's like on defend. Yeah, he can do that pretty well as well. Good at passing, good at tackling, good off the ball, good vision. So overall, he does look pretty good. Can probably improve as well. I've got to have Brenner on there, and I'm watching him. Says he's not good enough, but you know what? It'd be good just to get him in anyway. Another player I signed on my Norwich save, Amadou Haidara. I believe he looks pretty good, to be fair, and he can develop. Leipzig, only 9.5 million. We'll see how he gets on. I'm going to carry on scouting him. And now Fernandez. I'm sure a few people have bought him, but he's got some fantastic stats. So I have put him on as a transfer target again with only 12 or 13 days left of the transfer market. Timo Werner, that failed. I'm not sure if I want him, but he has got massive pace and he done so well for me in FM20. And obviously we've got Edouard now, so I'm going to leave him for now. Joe Gomez I did want, but I've put him as a transfer target again. But initially they pulled out and said they couldn't afford him. Ben Godfrey would be a cheaper option. He's got good pace as well. English. So I might go for him. He can play DM as well. Obviously he can improve. This is a player I posted on Twitter as well. I don't know if any of you guys have seen him. He looks fantastic. At River Plate, attacking midfield right, can play as a striker as well. He's got some potentially fantastic stats, so be interested if we could get him. Moussa Dembele, obviously, not really going to go for him now that we've got Edouard and this other player I want. Houssem, who are very cheap, advanced playmaker, can play as a deep line playmaker as well. What about on defence? Not so much. But good first touch, good passing, good technique, good vision. It'll be more of a deep line playmaker at home. Away from home, I want someone that's got better tackling. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to leave that up to Raul, see what he does. But let's get stuck in today's game against Sheffield United. Now, Edouard and Bellerin are both injured, so they're not going to be making an appearance today. But I'm going to run through the lineups of both sides. In goal, Moore. Looks like second or third choice goalkeeper for Sheffield United there. That could be an advantage to us. O'Connell, Jagielka, Basham as the centre backs. Ziegler and Baldock as the wing backs. Bezic, Norwood, Freeman, ex-Arsenal player there. And then Robinson and McBurney up front. They're playing a 3-5-2 formation. We're going with the standard formation, 2-2-2-2-2. I might call it the 5-5-2 formation. I don't know. I need to find a name for this formation. So, challenge for you guys. Help me find a name for this formation. Leave your suggestions in the comments box. I might run this suggestion for the next few episodes, to be fair. Or until the end of the season. That's what I'm going to do. Because at the end of the season, if this has worked, then I will be posting it on Steam. So obviously I'm going to need a name for this formation. So leave your suggestions in the comments section, guys. And again, don't forget to hit that like button. So, our lineup for today. Bert Leno in goal. Chambers right wing back. Kolasinac on the left. Luiz Mustafi in the centre. Guendouzi, Torreira. Torreira can play the defensive deep line playmaker very, very well. So it might be a case where I look for an actual box-to-box midfielder alongside Guendouzi. Pepe on the right. Saka on the left. Aubameyang up front with Lacazette. Apologies for that. Let's get stuck into the game. The first highlight is a free kick from Pepe. Whips it in. And Mustafi has given us the lead after 12 minutes. This is how you do it, Unai Emery. 12 minutes taking us to take the lead. We're not losing 1-0 to a scrappy Sheffield United side because we are too good to be losing games like that. And Mustafi gives us the lead. Justifies his selection. Not much has happened in this game, but a goal kick for Moore for Sheffield United. McBurney flicks it into Baldock. And the wings is probably where they're going to have a chance against us. Norwood whips it over to Ziegler. Back to Ziegler. Cuts inside, but an awful shot. And since the update, there's been a lot of chances where people have been getting into those good areas where they're one-on-one with the keeper. Just have to tuck it in the back of the net. And it's been going wide. But Pepe whips in a corner. Mustafi flicks it on. Hits the bar. And Mustafi puts it wide. Nearly 2-0 there. And it's half time now. We've absolutely dominated this game. 18 shots. But only 4 on target. I wonder why we have only had 4 on target. I want to have a quick look at our stats. Shots. Where the fuck are shots? Okay. There we go. So shooting. Mustafi's had 3 shots, but they're from corners. Pepe has had 5 shots. He's only hit the target once. Aubameyang's only hit the target once from 3 shots. So they need improving. It's not got long passes on there, so let's have a look at analysis. I want to see where they're getting their shots in from. Obviously, we're dominating these wide areas. Shots. Let's have a look at that. So, Arsenal shots. Chambers put it wide there. Pepe, Mustafi and Aubameyang. To me, that looks like 7 shots on target, not 4. I don't know what they're going on about. But let's get into this second half. Let's see if we can improve on this 1-0 scoreline. So nothing's happening in this game. It's the 70th minute. I feel really bad for you guys. I might have to play a second game because this has been awful. I'm going to bring on Granit Xhaka and I'm going to bring on Nelson as well. He can play as an inverted winger on attack. And yeah, the rest haven't been that good. So, as well as doing that, I'm also going to switch it on to work ball into box. Sheffield United have a chance. Can they get an equaliser here? 70th minute, remember. Whips it across to Ziegler. His shot has just gone over the bar. We survive. We're very lucky there. We've been really poor in this game. Really poor. But we've got a chance now. Kolasinac with a throw. Looks for Aubameyang. Turns. Whips it across. Lacazette. Nelson picks it back up. Back to Aubameyang. Nice little, whatever it's called, you know. Switch your leg between your other leg and flick the ball. Nice little bit of skill there, but nothing came off. And it looks like we're going to finish this result 1-0. Not as good as I would have liked, but Luiz with a free kick now. Can we get a second? Not that it will make it any better, but it's better than 1-0. Nelson cuts inside. Great run by Nelson, and his shot is saved by Moore. Third choice goalkeeper, or second, I don't know. And we've only managed to score 1 goal. Guendouzi with a corner, whips it in, and Moore again with a good save. One last chance. Guendouzi whips it in. Header clear. Luiz. Lacazette. We have made it 2-0. 19th goal of the season. Another late one for Lacazette. And it's not been a tough game. We've dominated the game. We've just struggled to score. Moore with a good save from Lacazette there, but on the rebounds, he didn't have a chance. And yeah, we've managed to win this game. So I'm a bit underwhelmed with that result, but I'm conscious about the length of this video running over. Now I've been looking, guys, and obviously, like I said, I'm contemplating whether to do a second game because that game was just so boring. Not much happened. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to play a second game because obviously we've got West Ham next. We've only got 4 games before the Liverpool game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this episode now and I'm going to come back for the Liverpool game. Hopefully we can get a good run. This is potentially the title decider all the way in February. It'll be the end of the transfer window. Now, I tell you what. For you guys, we will come back in the next episode against Liverpool, but I'm going to fast forward it all the way to the end of January. So we go to the transfer window and see if Raul can pull anything out of his hat. It's decision time now. Should we sign Nathan Ake? I can interact with the board. 100 million is to be deducted. 100 million. Other players that we're looking at, just so you know, I've updated the transfer targets. This player here, Andrew Gravelon, looks pretty good. 21 years of age. He's obviously very young. Got a lot of time to develop, but potentially one for the future there. He looks good. Everton Dicker. Again, very pacey. French, 20 years old. Potentially looks good for the future. Milinkovic-Savic, like I said, we want a box-to-box midfielder. I've put him on there. And that is it that we've added so far. Obviously Haaland as well. Never actually signed him on the game, so don't know how good he is. But obviously in real life he's been fantastic. Really looking forward to see it, if he's any good. But if we go for Nathan Ake, it means no other potential signings. We're not going to go for Nathan Ake. I want to see if we can get some more players in. Improve the overall squad. He's similar to Mustafi, but obviously he can improve in the future. And I can't warrant spending 100 million on Nathan Ake. Now things are getting silly now, Football Manager, and I think you need to sort this out. We've got a transfer budget of 69 million. My director of football is responsible for staying in budget and getting players that are going to improve the side. Now, obviously, Ben Godfrey is one player that I had as a transfer target. Valued at, 15 million, potentially. Yeah, it's now come back saying Norwich would like 124 million in return for Ben Godfrey. Subject to conditions, however, the transfer may eventually rise to 144 million. 144 bloody million. You would think, in real life, Raul would say 144 million for Ben Godfrey. Fuck off. But no. He comes back with a bid of 124 million. What the fuck is going on? Stan ain't going to be happy with this. Now, to fuck things up even more, we went in for a bid for Christopher Azure, who's got a 22.5 million release clause. We met that, even though initially Raul would only settle for 20 million. He'd only go up to 20 million. So I said, no, come on, offer a little bit more. But he's rejected the contract offer. What are these guys doing behind the scene? Is this what really happens at Arsenal Football Club when we try and sign a player? Maybe that's why we're in the shit that we've gone through. And to make it even worse, Ben Godfrey's offer was 124 million. Arsenal have offered 144 million for Ben Godfrey. Come on! On a different note, we've bidded 3.5 million for Benjamin Rollhauser. I'd like to see him come to the club. He has been labelled the next Diego Latorre. Don't know who he is, but I'm sure some of you guys will know out there, but Jesus Christ. So it's that moment you've been waiting for, guys. It's transfer deadline day. What has Raul got in his pocket? Are we going to see any big transfers in? Are we going to see any big transfers out? Let's find out and get stuck into today's transfer deadline day, which I haven't really done before on any of my series, but it's going to be interesting to see. I apologise now if there's lots of text, but obviously we've got to read through these stories. So the latest story today is Sokratis Paspatopoulos could be leaving the Emirates with interest from at least one club reported. Can we expect any movement? No. We're going to have to delay this transfer for Ben Godfrey. Is it going to happen in today's window? Is our board going to miraculously come up with some money for this young English player who's definitely not worth £144 million? Rollhauser's work permit has been rejected, people. The young Argentinian that we wanted to get in, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get him. Aaron Merson is asking us if we plan to loan out Catalin Kurjan. That is up to my head of youth development, if he wants to do it. Now, despite the application being rejected, it looks like Rollhauser has signed for us. So we're going to have to send him out on loan to someone. But this young striker has got a lot of promise. Imagine him and Martinelli up front in a few years' time. So it looks like Rollhauser might be going to Ostende. Obviously, I think that's Belgium. Yep, that's Belgium. So that's where we wanted to go. And it's potentially looking likely that Jordan McAnuff will be leaving the club. Wigan, Luton and Barnsley all putting in offers for him. And it's confirmed McAnuff has left the club for a total of probably about 800,000. And confirmation that Rollhauser has joined Ostende. And I don't really get this. I don't know if it's because I said I wanted him to go to Belgium, but all these clubs offered 100% of his wages, no monthly fee. It rejected them because of the financial commitments. However, we've accepted a contract of 20% of his playing wage and no monthly fee as well. So I really do not understand what has been going on here. So there's 1 hour left of this transfer window. There's some update. I'm going to have a look at the updates in a minute. But we're being asked, are we confident of getting Ben Godfrey? I don't know if I want him for 144 million. Let's have a look at the transfer deadline day. What has happened? Carlos Alina has joined West Ham on loan. That's a fantastic loan deal there. Matty James, Leicester to Lynx. Any other big signings here? I can't see any. Dejan Lovren has joined Wolves on loan. That's an interesting signing. Jordan Amavi, I believe he was at Newcastle at one point. Marseille to Bournemouth. Any other players on here? Nothing really has happened. Nicholas Kozo. Charlton to Leicester. Albie Morgan. A lot of determination. Be interesting to see how he develops. Doesn't look fantastic. And then obviously there's Amavi. That's all really that's happened so far. And it's not happening, people. Ben Godfrey. We don't have the funds. It's been cancelled. 125 million was supposed to be deducted. It was 144 in total. And 20% of the next sale. How much wage was he going to get? 10,000 appearance fee. 12,000 a week. Is that it? Well, no wonder the fee was so high. He's getting nothing. He's getting pennies. 12,000 per week for 144 million. This really doesn't make sense. And that's the end of deadline day, people. Nothing much really happening. The key updates and the major transfers obviously are signing Edouard from Celtic for $36.5 million. Carlos Salcedo has joined Wolves from Tigres. And Lee Evans, not the comedian, has joined Burnley from Wigan for $11.5 million. That's a lot of money for a 25-year-old defensive midfielder from the Championship. Cambridge United's most active, signing 5 players. And that is a transfer window, guys. So that is going to be the end of the episode. Make sure you check the next game because we have got Liverpool. This is a title decider. I'll also run through what's been happening during the transfer window in terms of performances. But I hope you've liked this episode, guys. If you have, again, make sure you hit that like button, guys. You subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new, you want to see more. And I will see you on, what day is it? Saturday. Saturday it should be. So take care, guys. Take care.